Hi, friends. Do you ever feel like you've fallen off track and the only thing you can do is start over? Well, I'm here to tell you there's a different way. There's a softer way, a gentler way, a kinder way to get back on track again. So let's dive in. Hi, friends. Welcome back. I'm Kay, wife, mom of two, photographer, accountability coach, and now I run this YouTube channel where I am trying to share my life in a softer season to maybe encourage you that not every moment is a hustle moment. Not every moment is go hard or go home. And today I want to talk to you about 3 tips that I use to start again instead of starting over. Today's video is for anyone who has ever fallen off track again and feels like they have to start over again. I don't believe that. I've been here more than once. I've been here very recently, and I've decided and had this mindset shift, and I wanted to share it all with you, that sometimes when we, fall off track, we feel the pressure to give up, to try again, but we bring ourselves all the way back to square one. And I'm here to say, what if you didn't have to start from scratch? What if you could just keep going? So I want to share my 3 tips that I do to help me start again without shame, without resetting my entire system. Tip 1, we're going to zoom way out. The micro moments do not define you or your journey. So we're going to look at the big picture here. When I'm tempted to start over, I'm going to say, what is my big goal? How far have I come? And is it worth it to really scrap all of that to start again? Maybe one bad day or one missed week doesn't actually erase the progress that I've made on this goal or this plan or this routine I've been doing. What if, let's use the example of missing a week in your planner. Do you really just throw out the rest of the planner because now you're going to have a blank week? Let's think about the progress you've made, the routine you have of writing in your planner, and can we just flip the page, close it, forget it, and say, look, I have the rest of the planner. It's only August. I have until December to use this planner. I'm not going to chuck it in the trash. I'm not going to ignore it because I missed 1 week. I'm just going to pick back up again where I left off. So by pulling out and looking at the big picture, you can see this falling off track as a pause. You did not give up. You're still in the rhythm. You just had a pause. Tip number 2, we're going to choose a re-entry point, not a restart, just somewhere to re-enter our goal that feels doable. We want it to be actionable and doable. Instead of scrapping the whole plan, I'm just going to rejoin it. Imagine a moving sidewalk like those super fun ones in the airport that don't actually feel like they get me any faster to my destination than walking. What if you're on the moving sidewalk and you just hop back on it? You decided to get off and take a rest. Everyone else kept moving. Hop back on the sidewalk. Okay? It's fine. You can do that. You don't need a Monday to rejoin. You don't need a reset week in order to get back into it. You don't need to reprioritize and rethink about what you're doing. Let's say I missed 3 days of a workout. I'm not going to scrap the whole plan and go back to day 1, week 1. I'm going to choose a very easy re-entry point, and that for me will be Plan C, which I talk about a lot, is my version of having a playlist of things to choose from based on your energy, especially in a soft season, in a low energy week. We are going to choose Plan C, which might just be put on a song and dance to it for 5 minutes. It might be take 1 walk around the block. And then in our minds, we're cementing the fact that we got back into working out, to moving our bodies. And tomorrow, we pick right back up where we were because we have told ourselves that's important to us, that we want to work out, and that even if all we can do is a walk around the block, that's enough that we can hit unpause and get back into it. But what if it's not working out? What if it's something big you're working on? What if you're writing a book and you hit writer's block and suddenly you're just like, I can't do this anymore. I have absolutely no words. Can you just write one sentence? If you're reading books and you have a reading habit, which is one of my goals on my 34 for 34 list, what if you just pick up a book and read for a minute? What if you feel like you have no time or you've gotten out of the habit? How can you unpause yourself with plan C, which is a re-entry point, not a full restart? And then tip number 3, we're going to celebrate this restart itself. Your decision to come back is a win. You picking up that book again, writing that sentence, or doing a walk around the block, that is a win. Oftentimes, shame tries to keep us quiet, and so we don't share that we've paused our routine, and we feel like we can just fade away into the background, and that's why we ghost our goals, because of shame. Come out of that shame spiral by just getting curious. What made us stop, and how can we prevent that in the future? You started again, and that's amazing, and now we can leave that in the past, and we don't have to dwell on it, because consistency is key. Progress is key, not perfection. There is no one who starts a 5K and wins in 5 minutes. You have to run the whole 5K. The journey is important. All those steps you take on the way to the finish line are just as important as starting. So even if you have to take a quick break, sit down, grab some water, and then pick right back up again. Celebrate the fact that you started again and you did not give up. Last week, you may have seen my video where I talked about how I failed a run and I wasn't mad about it. I failed that run in the middle of my running program, and then I tried it again 2 days later. I picked back up where I left off, and that counts as a win because I didn't give up. I didn't let shame get in the way, and I chose to get back out there again and try it again. Maybe even your decision to click on this video based on the title alone is something to celebrate. You're coming back. You're having a win right now because you are looking for tips to get you back into your habit or routine or goal without having to throw out the whole system and start again. If you're in a soft season like me, this is the best way to get back into what you were doing. We're not being hard on ourselves. We are being kind and gentle. We are saying life gets crazy and it always does, and we are okay with that because we are just moving slower, and moving slower does not mean losing. It's an age-old story of the tortoise and the hare. Maybe you feel like you're the tortoise right now, but did the tortoise make it to the end? Yes, the tortoise did. So it's okay to move slower. It's okay to ignore hustle culture. It's okay to be softer with yourself. So let me know in the comments, what are you working on right now? What are you getting back into? Where's your re-entry point instead of your restart? I will be here cheering you on as I do this myself in my own life. And if you need more accountability and more community around goals and other people who agree with having a softer approach to life, then check out my link below to my membership, The Consistency Collective, where like-minded accountability buddies all hang out, and we're going to be talking about how to finish our goals and get to that finish line in a softer, gentler way, where consistency matters more in the journey rather than getting there fast. So friends, don't start over. Just start again, and I'll see you in the next one.